only been a couple of years since Ruger introduced its first M1911 handgun. Of course, this is John Browning's classic platform, and it's a gun that Ruger had not delved into before, but they decided the time was right, and so they came into the market with a very measured gun. The first gun was a 5-inch gun, and then of course it wasn't long before people who responded well to it said, you know, hey, we'd really like to see a Commander version of that gun. So that's what we have here today. We've got the 4¼ barreled Ruger Commander size gun. And the thing is, 3/4 of an inch doesn't sound like a lot in terms of the upper end length of the gun, the slide and the barrel assembly, but it just makes it that much more compact, and it seems to be one of those sizes in a firearm that hits a sweet spot with everybody who likes 1911s. The Commander size has always been a sort of a preferred gun for concealed carry. Now the thing about the Ruger is that it comes with a lot of nice enhancements. They're not over the top, but they're nice features to have, one of which is all stainless construction. The frame is from an investment casting. You've got the all stainless frame. You've got actual Novak sights, not just Novak style, but they are Novak sights, and they're a 3 white dot pattern with the rear and the front drift adjustable for windage. One of the things I personally kind of like about the gun is that the controls are blacked out. They're sort of a black oxide finish, and that contrasts nicely with the stainless frame. You've got a standard slide stop, a somewhat extended safety, and it's just on the left side. It doesn't have an ambidextrous safety. You've got a magazine release button that's checkered on the top and protrudes noticeably a little more than would be stock from the frame on a 1911 typically. And then of course you've got the skeletonized hammer and a beaver tail safety that has a bump pad or memory pad on the bottom, so it's a lot easier to sort of get a good engagement when you draw the gun, even if you don't have the absolute perfect grip on it. The mainspring housing is flat and it's checkered, and it of course is also blacked out. So one other point I'll make is that the trigger, which is skeletonized, it's an aluminum long trigger, and it does have an over travel stop in the base of it that can be adjusted from the face with a small Allen wrench. The stocks, Cocobolo style, double diamond style stocks. So overall you've got an all stainless gun, Series 70 style, plain Jane in terms of its inner workings. It's a true original style 1911 as Browning designed it, but you've got enough sort of minor sensitive enhancements that you end up with a gun that's a pleasure to shoot.